Hello everybody, I am Mark Gabberti, the teenager entrepreneur, author of How to Be Successful on Twitter. Now, one of the problems that I've seen a lot on Twitter is that people don't know how to start their own conversations. It's a lot easier to start your own conversation in person, but when the transition has to be made to Twitter, most people can't make that transition. Whether it's trying to find someone to talk to, or it's when someone replies to you, you have to respond. It's a bit difficult to keep a Twitter conversation going. I am going to share my expert advice with how you can keep your conversations going on Twitter. The first thing you have to do is find the right people to talk with. There is no better place to look for the right people to talk with than the people who you are already following. The niche of your followers who you are trying to start a conversation with does not matter at this point. You could be talking to a social media guru or a baseball fan. Either way, that person is your follower. Now that you have found people to talk to, it's time to start the conversation. The first way to start that conversation is by asking a typical question depending on the niche. If you were talking to a baseball fan, you would start by saying, "Who's your favorite baseball player?" or "Who's your favorite team and why?" If you were talking to a social media guru, you could say, "What's your preferred social network?" Wait for the person's reply and then build the conversation from there. Once someone replies to your conversation, it is very important that you reply back as soon as possible. If you reply an hour later, the person who replied to you might be off Twitter, and that is a lost opportunity for a conversation. One of the ways that I make sure I reply to conversations as soon as possible is by having the Twitter app on my iPhone. With the Twitter app, I can see who mentioned me in any of their tweets. When I see that someone mentioned me, I reply to that tweet and the conversation continues. By having this app with me at all times, I am able to reply within seconds. And that's all for today. Until then, I want you to dream big, achieve greatness, and fulfill your purpose today.